Yo, what's up YouTube? It's Wante, and today I want to show you guys the very best progressive team in Anime Vanguards. This team can literally beat any event in the game. And yeah, I have timestamps in the description if you want to see a specific stage. And if you guys do enjoy it, please smash like, subscribe. Without any further ado, let's get right into the video. Yo guys, so I wanted to really quickly just explain to you my team setup and why I'm running this team and how exactly the team works together in conjunction with each other. So if you don't know, for Kaguya, you want at least a fire, water, and blast unit to maximize her damage. This is because you really just need those for her respective domains to get that max damage out the domain. So for the fire unit, we have the Smith, and he's just an overall. And for the fire unit, we have the Smith. He's just an overall very, very good unit. He's going to be providing really, really good support to Kaguya and the rest of the team through his buffs, so it's very, very good for him. Next, for the water element, we have Newsman. This is because he provides insane support as well, slowing the enemies and then debuffing them with the bubbled, and that will make Kaguya do 30% more damage when they have that debuff, so it's again very, very good. And next we do have Tengen as the blast unit, but it's not actually really because of the unit itself, it's because of what his familiar provides. If you don't know, with his familiar, he gives buffs to fire and blast, and he buffs damage by 30%. So Kaguya is getting a 30% damage buff from placing down Tengen, which is huge. And onto Sukuna, it is the same thing with him, although he is like honestly a much better unit than Tengen with the familiar. But his familiar also gives a 30% attack buff to the cursed units, so that's going to be Kaguya once again. And then we have Spurt Wagon just because, you know, you need some money. Now, depending on the type of content you're doing, you might want to change up this team a little bit. Let's say you're just going into an event that has heavy debuffs in it, and Kaguya herself is not immune to any debuffs, but ignore his low level because I, just awakened him. But if we run Smith John instead of Tengen here, Kaguya will gain both Blast and the Unknown Element. If you don't know, Unknown Element makes you immune to debuffs. So it's going to be very, very good for Kaguya. Now, if you don't have this unit, it's still okay because you do have the Smith, and the Smith can actually make one unit on your team immune to debuffs. So instead of giving Kaguya that damage buff, you could just do that instead. But having Smith John is just much easier. But yeah, that's kind of it. That's kind of the team setup and why I'm running it. And so now we're going to go ahead into the Act 2 of the CID Raid. And I just do this event in my showcases because this is one of the most important events, if not the most important event in the game, because the Burb Familiar, how good it is and how many characters want the Burb Familiar. So you're going to want to be running this event, and I'm also showing you how to complete this event with this team. Not a whole lot of thought is, required, but you do have to do some play. You can't just place down every unit and just be good. So I'm going to start off by placing Sukuna right here, and then we have some farm units we're going to place down. And the reason we don't want to place Kaguya down immediately is because she does teleport, and we don't want to be attacking the boss right away. Make sure you place the Smith, by the way, as well. The reason we don't want to attack the boss right away is because if you don't know how this first phase works, once you start doing damage, there's like a little timer. You have to do a certain amount of damage in that time, or else you just lose the event. And Kaguya is definitely a unit that struggles doing damage in the earlier upgrading phases, so we want to make sure we have a lot of money to support her in those early phases. So I'm just going to focus on maxing out my farms, and then once we have a lot of money, I'm going to return to you guys with that. So this should be enough money to get started, so we're going to place Kaguya right here, put her on the boss priority. We're also going to place Newsman, same thing, boss priority, and then Tengen with the boss's priority. And that's because we just want to make sure we're doing as much damage to him as possible. I'm going to turn VFX off so you can actually see what's going on. And we're just going to do this, and we're going to pop the domain here, have that started. She's going to teleport over it, but she'll still be in range to attack him. We're also going to sell and replace Sukuna here in a second when we're not handcuffed. This is like kind of an annoying thing about this event. But the reason we're doing that, we just want to move him a little bit closer so he's always attacking those enemies. And so we should be good with the setup we have here now. We're just going to put all of our money into Kaguya, kind of just ignore everybody else. And we want to keep an eye. He has 135 ore. Once we get that to 250, we want to put that mass work on Kaguya, and then we're going to see like a crazy amount of damage. As you see, we're having that bubble always being applied. He's applying Scorch. Sukuna's applying Cleave. It's a lot of debuffs on this guy. It's very, very good. And we're closing in on the first phase, actually, or ending the first phase. That'll be very, very soon. Anytime now. His HP bar is going down pretty fast. It's cool. Okay, nice. So he is in that second phase now. And nothing different about this phase at all, really. We're just going to be, like I said, just putting that money into Kaguya. And he does do his little tower thing if you don't know, but as long as you're paying attention, that should not be a problem at all. And once we get to his Beast Explosion ability, that's where a lot of damage is you see it's 100,000 damage increase. So a lot of damage is going to come in from that. Boom, there we go. Now, his HP bar is dropping pretty quickly. He was just at 33 million a few seconds ago. Now he's at 27 million. So, yeah, Kaguya does do a lot of damage pretty fast during this, especially with our domains up. You want to have it on auto just so it can be done as fast as possible. And we have 3, 2, 1, and 4. So it's a pretty okay setup. Now, you just want to do this as fast as possible as well, because once he's in that phase of prepping his attack, you can't do damage to him. So I have this amount on just so you can run around as fast as possible. 3, 2, 1, and 4. Okay, not bad. Once we get unhandcuffed, we will level up Kaguya once again, getting a pretty reasonable damage increase as well. And we should be, oh yeah, we're more than ready for this. So we're going to craft it and then put it onto Kaguya. And so she just got a 40% damage increase. And she's doing 510,000 damage. About to do another 100,000 next upgrade. So yeah, overall, very, very, very good unit. Okay, so we have 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, and now after this, we can just upgrade Kaguya again, pop her nuke, and this should be the end of the event. Yeah, I did a lot of damage. I should have waited for a domain. So, wait for a domain to be open, because she'll do a lot more damage, actually. So, but that's okay. We're gonna do this event pretty quickly. I would have been over by now, but give me a second here. There we go. And that event is done. Now, it's completed in 7 minutes. There are definitely teams that do this a lot faster. But if this is really the only good unit you have, this is definitely an option. She did very good in this event. Okay, so we are taking on the AOT EX Legend Stage next. I just cannot be bothered for the Guilty Gear stage. It's just, bro, it's such a bad stage. I just dislike it a lot. It's not even like the difficulty, just how aggravating it is to do by yourself. Or I'm just good. So we're doing this instead. We have the same team set up here, so hopefully this works out pretty good for us. We're just gonna place our money units, start that off. The goal here is to hopefully place Sukuna in the middle right here like this, which is perfect, and invest in our farms a little bit. It's a newsman actually as well. I am running immunity. I can't remember if I showed at the beginning. I'm doing immunity here. Hopefully that was a mistake. I might need to do thrice instead. We'll see though, I guess. I do know Aaron is going to be coming out on stage 5, I believe, so, or wave 5, so hopefully we don't have any issues out of him. I don't remember what his HP is. Hopefully it's nothing insane. If it's 5 million, I might cry. I need to tear VFX off of that guy. Okay, we can take a break upgrading our farms for now because Aaron is coming out, so I guess I'll just place Kaguya and just have her go on auto domain. How much HP does this guy have? Oh, 900k. Oh, that's so easy. They have this easily. In fact, I think I'm actually going to upgrade my Sukuna instead. For right now. Get him to that, he will solo. On his full AoE. So, Aaron is now going to be taking damage. She does have regen, but Sukuna should afflict that cleave. Or the bleed. Yep, there we go. So, no more regen from him. And Kaguya is free to do whatever she wants. And he is going to be taken down here any second. Nice, perfect. Now, there is a little bit of an issue some of our other units might have. When the nuclear giants come out, if you don't know, they have a heavy range debuff. Now, Kaguya is actually not going to be affected by this because she is immune to range debuffs, so she won't get affected, but the rest of our units will. So now we want to full invest into Kaguya so she's doing as much damage as possible, because yeah, that range is gonna be pretty rough to deal with once it gets really low on my units, like right here. I didn't place Tengen because I'm throwing, so now she has 30% more extra damage. Dude, holy, I need to stop recording, man. She's doing a lot more damage now. That would have helped. That would have helped Aaron earlier. 4 million HP, but they're super slow. So Kaguya is just gonna be able to do a lot of damage. Oh, they're gonna regen though. That's an issue. I'm just not thinking about this, guys. They are gonna regen until they get to Sukuna. So hopefully I can do a lot of damage in that time span. Because I can't make Kaguya inflict bleed, so yikes. We'll see what happens here, guys, I guess. But I might have to restart. But yeah, so we're just gonna keep upgrading to Kaguya here. Once they get over here, we should be chill. I don't remember, does Sukuna cleanse debuffs? Oh, he does anytime he affects cleave, doesn't he? No, let's just follow up. Yeah. Okay, we do a lot of damage. Okay, I was worried for nothing. I thought this is gonna be a restart. Kaguya, I need to make sure I'm targeting bosses. Kaguya's doing a lot of damage. I was worried for nothing. I was like, guys, I'm about to restart. Some of them are regening back again. But that's one down. The rest are gonna follow shortly. Okay, perfect. We are at only 120, huh? I don't think the Smith is the play for this one. I think it's Quetzalcoatl is the play. I guess I'm gonna give the 25% damage to Kaguya. And now the thing spawned all the way over there. So what should happen is we'll take care of all these enemies, and the Kaguya should start teleporting back there. Hopefully, honestly, probably by next the next domain, she'll teleport over there, I believe. And it's taking damage anyway from the domains, which is very nice, I might add. So she should hopefully TP back there. She did not. That might be an issue. But I thought she would. Let's do this. Let us. Dang, I really thought she'd TP all the way back there, like she does in Mahito, like on the JJK stage. Because she'll teleport to Mahito. Let's sell everything right here. She gonna TP this guy instead. Let's sell, and I'm gonna have to place Sukuna back here, I think. And just max level him up, because Kaguya's gonna keep TPing to the other boss every domain, so it's not gonna we're not gonna be doing damage to this crystal. So Kaguya's not, I guess, ideal. We'll just place her anyway, but yeah, look, she just TPs. We'll leave her because her domain's gonna be nice. Can I buff anybody at all? Yeah, I can. We're gonna buff Sukuna, so he's doing more damage. And the crystal's almost dead, so really not an issue. Kaguya will take care of the rest of the guys in the back. Crystal will be dead. This was the shortest route, I think. We would have won either way, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, you guys can just replicate this. I probably should have done this before recording, like, the first time. This is my first time like doing this event like right away. So should have recorded with this team first to see how it would have worked out, but ends up being fine. I'm just gonna, for time's sake, I'm just gonna sell and replace. And then she'll teleport to these guys and win the event for us. Okay, so that was the AOT EX Legend Stage. Not a lot of difficulty there. We're going to go ahead into the Berserk EX Legend Stage. I think that'll be the end of this little progressive team showcase. Like I said, probably the best team you can run in the game. It tackles literally anything. So I'm just not recording the Guilty Gear EX Legend Stage because I cannot be bothered to reset and do RNG. If you guys want to see it that bad, like let me know and ask for it, and then I'll probably do it. But yeah, like I said, I just can't be bothered. So oh, and we didn't even use Kaguya's buff last time. We could just use her her nuke and probably kill the crystal actually. Dude, my allergy, it's been a long day. My allergies suck right now if you can't tell. So it's been a long day recording. Use that nuke on that stage. We're gonna go ahead and get locked in right now though on this EX Legend Stage. We want to place all our units back here because the white Falcon of Light will spawn like right here. So we're gonna place all our units in the back to make sure that we're gonna be able to do damage to that boss. So we'll just place our farm units, place the Smith. We'll place Sukuna next, you know, same old, same old. Give him this full AoE, place Kaguya. Pretty good stuff right here. Toggle those VFX. Now we'll just focus on upgrading farm units for a little bit here. Yeah, we got these guys to upgrade too. And now I think I want to get Sukuna to his full AoE really quickly. Then after that, we'll continue. I forgot it's just traitless, by the way. So traits don't matter, just the team. So this will be a true test of the team, I guess. 150k HP is actually a lot. But yeah, we have Sukuna's max AoE. We'll place Kaguya down, and we'll get her domains going. We'll place Tengen down for the extra damage. And we'll upgrade to our farm some more. Hopefully this should be good for the first boss. If not, we'll find out, I guess. So we'll invest money accordingly across our units for damage, but we should be good. People commenting on some of my other videos that they made this event harder, so I guess we'll see. I need to go back. I'll look at my other video and see if the HP bars are the same. They said they buffed the HP, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. At least that's what people were commenting anyways. Whether they actually did or not, I don't know. Alrighty, but we're good right now. I think we're good. Kaguya's doing good damage. Sukuna's doing good damage. Yeah, we're good here. It's time to invest into our Kaguya. But yeah, this guy's not an issue. I don't know. So far, it does not feel much harder. I don't know. 1 mil HP doesn't seem that crazy to me. That sounds right almost. I feel like that's how it should be, but we'll see. We only have 68 ores. Maybe this is not the way, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. Maybe this is not the way. I mean, he gives a 25% damage buff, which is very, very nice. But I've not been able to get it to these masterworks except for the CID Raid. But I guess that helps you do it like way faster, right? So it is what it is. But I want to run Quetzalcoatl here instead, I think, for this video. It's a pretty bad video if I said, oh, you should run. It's not on my team. But maybe if you just have like a weaker team, I guess this would be an alternative. But if you're able to do what I'm doing, then this is working fine because that 25% damage buff is still better than 20%. But you do have Quetzalcoatl there for damage, so it is what it is. At the end of the day, I don't think it's that much of a difference. But we're doing pretty good damage to the Falcon of Darkness right here. Once he gets to Sukuna's range, he's going to be taking a lot of damage as well. But right now, he's taking a lot of damage from Kaguya. And we're almost at Beast Explosion, which is a pretty decent jump for her in damage. Now, her damage numbers do look low. Just remember, she is traitless, and she's not her domain. This is her domain. This is where her damage does get real. As you can see right here. And now HP is getting destroyed. And actually, the other boss is here, so we're now going to sell. Do this. And we're going to nuke. And we'll see how much damage we do. It wiped the screen. Yeah, I don't know. This does not feel that much harder. It doesn't feel hard at all, actually. Yeah, I should have used my nuke last stage, man. Holy, I threw by not doing that. Yeah, guys, that was... Oh, hold on. Do our damage. That was the Berserk EX Legend Stage. Yeah, guys, that was the best progressive team, in my opinion. in Anime Vanguards, we were able to complete some of the hardest events with much ease. So I think this is overall a really good team. I think if you don't have Kaguya, it sucks for you. Hopefully they release somebody better in the future for you to run. But overall, Kaguya is an insane unit, and then her team is insane as well. If you guys did enjoy, please smash like and subscribe. You know, 1 like equals 1 day my allergies go away, hopefully. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.